Yeah, definitely. And it's the peak of summer here atop Grouse Mountain. A ton of activities that you can take in, including free mountaintop yoga. We'll have those details plus so much more coming up next on BT. Stay with us. A lot of people I know on Saturday, Twitter was a buzz. I believe over 100 people actually did the grind cat, and then they came up and did the free yoga atop the mountain. What's that atmosphere like?
It's amazing. When there's over 100 people up here at the very top of the mountain on a sunny day, it just brings the energy up so much.
Perfect. Now, when people are doing the grind, clearly they are exerting their muscles. They are using their muscles. How do we kind of counter some of what they've done from the grind with yoga?
Absolutely. With the lower extremities being used so much coming up that long distance, we want to make sure that we're balancing the body with length and stretch. So I'm going to take you into a lunge here, which is really going to help to open the hip flexors. This one's great. It alleviates a lot of tension from the lower back. So with our right heel underneath our right knee.
Okay.
You're going to bring your hands down, and then we're going to take our arms up so that we can create more space to the sides of our waist and bring more breath in.
Beautiful. Okay, what else do we need to work?
Coming through the warrior two position, we can open up through our hips. You're going to take your left leg back wide, and then slowly bring your arms out forward and back.
And why is that important with respect to what we're doing on the grind?
It'll help to widen the pelvis and open up the inner thighs, especially with all the similar actions that you're coming up the grind, taking as many steps as you can all the way up.
All right, and a final one?
This one's great. You're going to step onto your left leg and cross your right ankle over top of your left thigh and then slowly sit back. It's called standing pigeon. Once you get your balance, you'll probably bring your hands into prayer and then sit back through your hips and your sits bones.
Oh, so important as we work those hard muscles. Are those muscles hard? Hopefully they eventually become hard muscles on the grouse grind. And then we can, of course, do the beautiful free yoga. The yoga is free. Getting up here, well, you can do it for free by doing the grind, or, of course, you can pay to take the tram up. Either way, peak of summer here atop Grouse Mountain. Jody and Riaz coming up next. We're going to take a look at some of the stars of the Birds of Prey show. Thanks so much, Kat. Oh, you can check out the Birds of Motion demonstration. And here is a little, well, I was going to say a movie star, Devin. This is Judge Dredd, who appeared in such films as The A-Team and Andromeda Strain, which actually I was in too, so I was surprised I didn't see him at the
you guys are co-stars.
party.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
Tell us a little bit about Judge Dredd.
Well, this is Judge Dredd, of course. He's a turkey vulture, and he flies in our Birds of Motion demonstration 3 times a day. And we think he's our most gorgeous bird, of course. He's got, you know, that whole actor mentality here. You see him actually, you know, doing a bit of grooming right now, making sure he's nice and pretty for the cameras. But turkey vultures are pretty cool. You see, of course, his big red head that stands out to you. And the reason they don't have any feathers on their head is they like to stick their heads in dead things because they are scavengers. So they don't hunt live prey. They'll go by the roadside. They have an excellent sense of smell, one of the best senses of smell in the entire bird world. They can smell for quite some distance, and then they'll find their prey. They'll go down, they'll stick their head in it, and then they don't get their feathers dirty.
Right.
So it's all
buffet
about
time.
Exactly.
Buffet time. Okay, well, let's release Judge Dredd. We're going to back up here, Devin. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect from the Birds of Motion demonstration.
We run our demonstrations 3 times a day at 1:30, 3:30, and 5:30, and you can sit in the audience, and these birds will fly right over your head with a gorgeous backdrop behind them.
Fun.
So we're going to have Arwen coming out here. She's a female Harris hawk. They're known as the wolves of the sky because they do like to hunt in packs. So they are from sort of southwestern United States and Central America, but they're related to our red-tailed hawks that we have around here that you might see by the highways and other areas. There she goes, having a great flight this morning, up there enjoying the sun and the view.
And so can people if they want to make their way up here to the peak of summer here at Grouse Mountain. Once again, you can check out the Birds of Motion demonstration. You can do the mountaintop yoga. And I think just like this, we're going to get a final little shot there for our hosts. Oh, maybe not. They're just going, apparently everyone wants to just kind of roam around Grouse Mountain, guys. More details on the peak of summer, go to the website. Oh, or Chip, Michelle, and you might recognize Chip. You know, we've been focusing on the peak of summer here atop Grouse Mountain. We've done a little bit of yoga. We've taught the Birds in Motion demonstration. And up next, the lumberjack show, just one of the many things you can take in here at Grouse Mountain for the peak of summer. Stay with us. Oh, Well, you know what? We're going to be acting like a lumberjack here on Grouse Mountain right now. Lucas, who actually is a lumberjack, is just getting ready to do another epic climb for us. And Scott, obviously, you guys are in massively good shape to be able to do this kind of show.
Yeah, sometimes it keeps us in pretty good shape actually doing the show. But yeah, we spend a lot of time even between shows. Every day you can find Lucas running up the peak of the mountain over here just between shows. And a lot of times we'll hike the grind up here, just try and keep in shape a little bit.
And then, of course, there is a legitimate component to this lumberjack show. You're actually using the tools that lumberjacks do. And part of this is also throwing the axe, right?
Yeah, well, what happened is back in the day, the guys would be walking through the forest and they'd just see the next tree they were going to fall. And so they didn't have to carry their axe. They'd just pick it up and chuck it at the next tree. They could pick everything else up and throw it, you know, or pick everything else up and carry it there. So, well, that turned into a bit of a sport. And what you do is you just end up trying to hit the bullseye. Trying would be the operative word, right?
The point is you actually hit anything other than you hit the log itself. So that's a good point. Okay, so we've got something like that. And by the way, we're going to show people at home how they can try this here at the peak of summer here with the Lumberjack Show. Now, Lucas is going to be doing his climb. Are you all ready to go, Lucas? First of all, what's he wearing on his feet there?
Well, what he's got on there, those are spurs, and the ones that he's wearing are called toe spurs.
Okay.
They're slightly modified from what most people would use or what climbers in the day would use, and we've modified them for racing so that he can get up the tree a lot faster than you would in competition, or in the woods, sorry.
And there goes Lucas. And by the way, he is a champion in what he does.
He is a champion. He is a pedigree athlete, this guy. He trains really, really hard. He goes to a lot of competitions, particularly in his climbing and the wood chopping. He's a big guy. He's a really, really solid wood chopper.
Have to be a solid wood chopper. And how are your knees? Thumbs up? Knees okay? My gosh, this is something to see. For more details on the peak of summer and all the things you can do here, including the Lumberjack Show, you can go to the website. Jody and Riaz coming up after 8:30. This component, the axe throwing and also the climbing, is something that people can do. This is brand new here at Grouse Mountain. We're going to show you how coming up just after 8:30. I am going to attempt to climb this pole coming up in mere moments. Chip, how do you think I'm going to do? You're not feeling it? I don't know. We're going to see, because this is something you at home can try here as we get ready for the peak of summer atop Grouse Mountain, just part of what's happening here on Grouse. You really don't have the I will. Speaking of heads up, you'll have to be putting your heads up. Hopefully I'll be able to make my way to the top. We're here with Toby here atop Grouse Mountain as we're here for the peak of summer, and we saw the professionals do it earlier. Yep. There are some activities that the public, this is a brand new thing that they can do, right?
That's right, yeah. We just started this weekend, and so we're inviting everybody to come up to the mountain and try to be a real lumberjack here at Grouse.
They get to throw the axe, and
that's right.
We're not going to try that because this is enough of a task for me, and I'm going to do what? Climb a pole.
That's correct, yeah. We've got you all kitted out here. Okay. We've got our climbing spurs on, some knee pads and boots for safety, and then our flip line or throw line there that's going to help you climb up that pole, and then you're connected into our safety line with Colin behind you, who's going to help bring you down when you make it to the top.
Colin, don't forget about Chip, our cheerleader as well. Okay, talk me through this. What do I do?
Okay, so what you're going to do here is just take small steps.
Okay.
And you're going to keep your feet sort of, 8 inches or so apart, and just click in with your first spur, and then get your step up there. Get your second one in.
Okay.
And then lean forward a little bit and flip that rope up.
Oh, gosh.
There you go. And step.
This is hard. And I was watching, Lucas and Scott do it like it was, they were just walking across the street.
That's why they're pros. There you go. You got it now.
And what's the age group of people that can do this?
This is open for 12 years and up.
All right. Chip, how am I doing? Okay? Excellent. For more details on the peak of summer here at Grouse, you can go to their website. I don't know, Jody and Riaz, I think I have to eventually make my way down. What do you think, Colin? We'll start making our way down? All right. Have a great day, everybody. Let's go down.
All right, on.
Okay.
It's unbelievable what we put Dawn through on a regular basis.
More than an inch.
If only we had 3 more hours, she would have made it to the top.
All the way to the top. It's easier to sit here in our comfy chairs and mock that, but...
Been a lumberjack.
I have